Hi, it's Jeff.
And Denise from Mousesteps.com.
And this is episode number 101.
101 on the way to 200 now.
That's right, of Mousesteps Weekly.
Sponsored by Theme Park Connection in Orlando, Florida.
And we went there a couple times last week. Plus, next week we'll be announcing the winners of the contests of all the great prizes that they supplied for us.
Can't wait. And Pixie Vacations is our newest sponsor, and we're very excited about it.
Welcome.
Welcome. They are authorized Disney vacation planners. I spent 6 years as a travel agent, very particular about who we chose.
Of course.
And this is a Griswold family.
They have the family truckster, which we've seen around property.
Right,
Very
like
cool.
a Disney's Contemporary Resort.
Right.
And they own the travel agency. You can go to mousesteps.com or you can go to pixievacations.com. Either way, fill out a form. Right now they have free dining at Walt Disney World, and they will help book ride reservations and dining and everything if you book with them.
And not only that, but Steve Griswold is right now at Disneyland Paris, and he says he's going to try to get some footage of the Remy attraction.
Can't wait for that.
Yeah, under construction. So that'll be very cool. Anyway, that's a big announcement for the week. New sponsor. On with the show.
Much of this week's show will be about Star Wars weekends. We saw quite a bit of it from the Feel the Force premium package.
Yes, it was something new that they just started offering this year, and here's the check-in area. They were just giving the young man a wristband, and they gave you a little gift pack. We'll take a look at that, what you receive in that, in a few minutes.
And the event is $54, including tax and gratuity. It includes really two separate events. This is the parade viewing.
Right, and as you could see, there's a lot of people here already. This is 10:20 in the morning. Our paperwork says the check-in was supposed to start at 10:30. The event is 11 to 12. It's a good thing we were there, because if we had been any later, you would have not gotten a rope spot. And it was imperative that you had the rope, because otherwise, just like this gentleman, you wouldn't have been able to see at all.
Right. Well, he can see a little bit, and there were people behind us in scooters who could see a little bit, but not too much.
So let's talk about the prize pack. These are the signed autographed pictures from the Star Wars celebrities.
And this is a Disney PhotoPass card. It isn't where they give you
your own photo, right? These are just the pre-done professional pictures.
And they're actually very nice.
Very nice. And the Feel the Force wristband, which I like the Star Wars writing underneath it, nicely themed.
Yes, for Star Wars.
Of course, of course. So now we're going to go and check out some of the beverage selections. The gentleman is going to give me a Diet Coke, and I think you had a water.
Yes, and this is a sold-out event right now. Hopefully they will, maybe they'll open up some spots at some point.
Right. And they also had ice cream. They had a Mickey bar and a strawberry fruit bar.
I don't remember the last time I did have a Mickey bar, so
it
was
do.
Nice.
Sparkling dessert party.
I didn't.
Oh,
have
I had one. You didn't
had
have one.
I didn't
right.
have one.
And at least the ice cream holder there was themed, Star Wars themed.
If nothing else, they ply you with sugar all day.
But we only had one ice cream each because we didn't want to give up our spot. It started to get tight. I think it was about 5 rows in at, shortly after we got our...
Right, 5 rows behind us.
Right, so I didn't want to keep going out to get more ice cream. So that was kind of...
I didn't need more ice cream.
Right, we didn't need more ice cream anyway. So this will sort of give a example of where we were at. And again, we got there at 10:20. The event was supposed to be from 11 to 12. The parade was supposed to start at 11:30. And here's some pre-parade entertainment.
And this is a great spot for the stage.
Yes.
It isn't a great spot for everything else, and
Right.
you'll see that. But it is a terrific spot for the stage.
And if the parade happened correctly, it would be a wonderful spot for the parade. Here comes Jedi Mickey now coming right around the corner
And he looked at us. There's a professional photographer over there, so some of the characters didn't, were more looking towards him.
Correct. And that, what are you going to do about that? It was the first day. Oh, it's Chip and Dale as Ewoks.
Right, and there's Princess Leia Minnie, who didn't really look our way.
Well, what are you going to do? And there's Goofy and Donald, Stormtrooper Donald. Correct. But we will see some of the
some
challenges.
Funny stuff,
Yes. So the 501st, always a favorite, is coming around now.
And you can see that for much of the parade, it was a great spot. But in a minute, it will not be.
Here's the Emperor Palpatine there, and the bad guys. Here are some of your favorite Stormtroopers.
Stormtroopers, yes.
And you can buy their head as a mug now, as a stein.
And
which
we did,
will see.
and we drank out of their heads.
Yes. I got smarter, I think.
And we have the little Padawans over there.
That's right. That they sort of led off the parade. And here are some Jawas, and we just saw sand people, and just the usual. We're not really watching the parade. We're sort of demonstrating the angle. I like this though. This is a new character. I'm not quite sure what his name
Wookiee.
is, but is
I have no
Wookiee,
idea who that
Wookiee
is.
that I have not
But
seen.
at least we saw this
Yes,
one because we didn't get Chewbacca.
Yeah, Chewbacca sort of flew the coop, but at least we got to see the unknown Wookiee, which was a plus. Now here's the beginning of the end for us. Nice Ewoks. Look at how nice. It'll be so cool to see the Ewoks.
I know. I was excited to have the Ewoks come
wait a
by.
minute. Where are you
by
going?
Ewoks.
Where are you
Bye,
going?
Chewbacca.
Chewie. Okay, well, Chewbacca. Surely Chewie is going to come and say hi
Nope.
to... No! Where's Chewie going?
I know you get the premium spot, but then you miss some of the characters.
And here comes Mace Windu, which is a big, very popular character, and Kit Fisto. Kit Fisto never comes out.
Yeah, but he never passed us.
Yes, where is he go? They all are taking off, and again, we're making light of it, but that's the biggest complaint is a lot of the more popular characters are taking off to this right-hand corner. The solution, very simple solution, would be to continue by, like Ahsoka here, and go on stage left, and they all end up at the same place. This way the premium package people would get to actually see the characters. Now I have to say in their credit, we did get to see the celebrities. Here is Ashley Eckstein right now.
Right, and she knows us as a carrot cake couple because we introduced her, I think, to the
carrot cake cookies. Yes, which is one of our favorite delicacies found at Disney's Hollywood Studios.
And we've been able to interview her before. She's really a great interview.
Right, and great merchandise too.
Star Wars fashion for women at Her Universe.
Right, Her Universe. I remember that at the Star Wars Expo we went to. Oh, and this is a brand new, her first year, Vanessa Marshall from Star Wars Rebels.
Right, the animated series, and there's more characters
New
also.
Characters, yeah. We're not quite sure who they are yet. We're still learning that. We do know this little guy, though, Chopper, this little droid named Chopper. Very popular.
An astromech, and I guess R2-D2, I heard, broke down coming down the street, but we may not have seen him anyway.
Well, R2 does get tired.
And here goes Darth Maul.
Yes, Darth Maul is going to the mall, perhaps. He is leaving
out
the
of
scene.
there.
That's right. So, the parade route is a little bit different this year. We've never actually seen it from this vantage. So, to me, it was kind of interesting. We normally like to watch the parade right when the doors open at the very beginning and the cars come
That's my favorite place. Here is Peter Mayhew, who will be Chewbacca in the next film also.
That's right. And more Stormtroopers. And I believe we're going to see Darth Vader himself very soon.
And Darth Vader, he's the
star of the show.
He is the star of the show. So you're
the
like
Dark Lord.
Oh, and Mickey Mouse. Darth Vader and Mickey Mouse.
Right. Well, we've seen the mouse. We have seen the mouse. Oh,
and James Arnold Taylor, who we have also interviewed and who has like a billion different voices.
Man of 1,000 voices.
He is amazing.
He's amazing. But now we can finally see the Dark Lord. It's Darth Vader.
Wait
a minute. Where are you going, Darth Vader?
I was like, instead of the dark side, it's the back side.
The backside that's right, the backside of Vader. That is right. So previous to the parade ending, they told us they were going to take the rope down, and once the parade ended, everyone was to slowly walk to get a closer view to the front of the stage.
And I thought that worked out pretty well.
Right. And so we actually I was right at the front of the stage. So I mean, leaning on the stage, although that was a bit interesting when all the explosives went off later on.
Well, I took some pictures from here. I'm able to stand up a tiny bit on one foot. But this was actually a great location. This is the best.
Yeah, like you said before, the stage, if you want to see the stage or what's on the stage, you cannot beat
where we were.
Where we were, that's correct. And they're all right there. Although I felt bad for poor Peter there. He was having a rough time standing. I saw later on, matter of fact, he had his 70th birthday celebration.
He is not.
Yes,
no way.
70 on Sunday. Just the other day,
I didn't know
the third day of Star Wars weekend, he had his 70th. But they had to sort of give him a break, and I saw he had a chair.
But
the other days.
He is walking though some.
Right.
He had knee surgery, so he could play Chewbacca again.
That's right. Just like yourself, you
I didn't have any surgery.
No, but you were recovering.
I am recovering.
So this is now the nighttime portion of the Feel the Force package. This is the fireworks dessert party. Again, we got there
about an hour early, at least.
Well, actually, we got there about 70 minutes early. We had a pretty good spot, and they're now letting the people in. They're checking your wristbands, and here we go. For this, it wasn't that important to rush in, but for you, because again, you can't walk and you needed the lower tables, you needed to get a handicap table.
Yes, and there was over 200 guests. I think it was just over 200 guests at this event.
Now, it worked out good. Here we are in the corner. So we had a great view of the stage, which we really wanted to. We knew anywhere in the area we would not have a good view for fireworks, so we accepted that. Oh, it's the desserts.
I know, the Yoda cupcakes and the Darth Vader cupcakes. They're like what is sold around the park. Normally, it's like $5 for a big cupcake.
And I tell you, these were even better than when we went to the Star Wars meal,
because
Jedi's
they're not the same ones.
Right.
They just look similar. They're molded the same, but they're not the same.
They were really good. The only problem with this whole situation is there are quite long lines to get the desserts and to get the drinks. They had nice specialty drinks, but look at how crowded. Look at the lines there.
Every time Jeff left, it took about 10 minutes to get a drinks, or if he went to go get desserts, it was about a 10-minute process every time.
So unfortunately, for the half hour before the fireworks, you were alone for
pretty
a good
much,
amount.
yeah.
So that part wasn't the best, and it turned out they kept all this stuff open well after the party, so I guess
we don't know if that's going to be the case.
Who knows? Now, this was my favorite part, though. This is the bar here,
and that's included again for $54. You get specialty drinks,
right? And some of these drinks, I mean, in the park for the larger versions, although they're not exactly the same, they're about $14. So, and of course, in the parks, you get a little bonus, too.
Right. So, again, this is a good value for the money.
And I think our favorite was the Jedi mind trick.
That was my favorite.
That was wonderful. And, of course, we liked the Force as well. I don't think either of us cared for the dark side. Well, it was more of a coffee type
right,
of
drink. I don't drink coffee.
But you like Kahlua sometimes. There's Kahlua in there.
A little bit.
So anyway, and I think we're going to see it. And there is a look at the dark
side.
That's correct. So, but anyway, DJ Lobot.
Right, that's DJ Elliot as DJ Lobot.
Top of the line entertainment.
Absolutely.
And we had some yummy desserts.
We didn't eat all of that.
No. I ate a sampling of almost everything. And I thought the food was great. I thought the desserts were fantastic. And for what I really wanted, the stage view, as you can see, here we are in the corner. And take note, later on, we're going to go back to this. Take note of how many people are crowded in front of the stage.
And it looks like everybody's here for fireworks and the stage show. So
just remember that later. And here is the all-new replacement for the Hyperspace Hoopla.
And there's James Arnold Taylor, who is he just is a little dynamo. I don't want to say a little dynamo. He is a dynamo, and he does stuff all day long, and again, amazing.
Right. He is the man of 1,000 voices, like I said earlier. A great choice for a host for this. Very different than the Hoopla, though. And like I think I was trying to tell you earlier, this is definitely a more true to the character type of show, more serious show. Like the Hoopla sort of had Darth Vader doing the moonwalk and dancing and acting not very Darth Vader-like, where this is they're trying to portray, now that Disney owns the character, I mean, look at this. The bounty hunters are shooting at poor James Arnold Taylor. I wonder if he gets extra pay for avoiding the... Go ahead.
I would like to see them break dance.
There's break dancing almost right there. And I know, it was funny and fun. It's just, and Disney, of course, says on their official reasoning that they ran out of ideas.
It's obsolete technology.
The Hyperspace Hoopla is, but again, I actually liked this new show. It's a different type of pre-show, but it does get you really in the mood for the fireworks. And it keeps it on I know you don't like when I use the word serious, but it keeps it more of a serious tone.
Because I didn't understand what you meant. Just using the word serious can mean many different things, but saying true to the character, I totally understand that.
Right. And so now that you've heard my thought, what do you think about this new show?
I enjoy it. I mean, I'm not the big Star Wars fan that you are, but I enjoy, the characters and seeing them. And I look, you've got fire.
It's certainly...
You've got pyro. And watch Darth Maul, who we didn't get to see
earlier.
We're finally seeing
Darth Maul from his trip to the mall. So, yes, that's again, I think this is a lot of fun. I enjoyed it. They're going through all the different Star Wars people, so now we have heroes. And if you remember, Luke and Leia have had some very interesting encounters.
That's true,
in the
previous
Hyperspace Hoopla show. And you tell me that they had a almost embrace here somehow. Let's see if you're correct. And so you thought they were going to... That's very suspicious. Oh, and here's Chewbacca. Now, normally Chewbacca is going to do the Chewy, what is this called? The Chewy Chill.
Right.
The Chewy Chill.
I thought Luke and Leia, like when I saw it the first time, I thought, oh, well, are
That's
they
your
going to...
mind. That's your memory. See?
But they actually
Very
look more
suspicious.
like brother and sister.
Yes. See, you don't ever believe me. And now we had proof. Oh, here is R2 and C-3PO. And it's my favorite C-3PO, the one he actually has talked to me in the past.
And to me, too.
It's wonderful. Yes, to both of us.
Yes.
Must clarify. And I think coming up are the Star Wars Rebels characters. Again, they're going through all the different characters. But I think the main advantage, the main thing about doing this package is you get a great spot for the show. And if it was the Hyperspace Hoopla, people would pay that in a heartbeat.
Right, and it's also not so busy inside the rope. So here you can see how packed it is.
Oh, it was
with guests.
delightful. Yeah, we were able. I mean, there's not that much space between you and the stage, so it was a perfect view for what we wanted. We knew we wouldn't get a good view of the fireworks, but like I said earlier, I don't think there's any good view of the fireworks. As a matter of fact, I would even go as far as to say, do not buy the package for the fireworks. Buy it for everything
All
else.
the extras, right? Because the fireworks view is
not good.
It's not good.
And we're going to see a very funny demonstration of how not good that is very soon. And we are finally, after waiting all day, going to see the Dark Lord himself, Darth Vader. There he is.
Because he dissed us earlier.
That's right. He dissed us, but he's going to make it up to us by coming out. So that was very good. And here comes the entire cast. This is your photo opportunity. And
it's a great one, too.
It is great. It's fantastic. And as a matter of fact, a picture like this is one of the photos that it was included in that PhotoPass card. Very similar picture. Anyway, here's the fireworks. We're going to show very short, just a tiny bit of the vantage from here. At this point, we can't go anywhere because, number one, you're in a scooter and there's people all around us. We pretty much have to stay where we are. Other people are kind of walking around, moving, trying to find a spot because obviously the stage is blocking at least half, if not more, of the fireworks.
Probably 3/4 of the fireworks are blocked by the stage.
Right, but we weren't upset because we knew this. We knew in advance.
And we'll see it again, so it's not the same for us as other guests.
I just felt bad for the guests. It's their one and only shot. They buy this package, and if you're thinking you're going to get a premium location for the fireworks,
but they can walk outside and see them if they don't like this. I mean, that you can do.
Right. I suppose that's true. And again, I think this is... Oh, here comes the finale. So remember all those people I told you about to remember that were standing in front of the stage that were sort of in our way earlier? Well, take a look at this. Where did everybody go? This shows you how bad of a spot. I mean, everybody left. Not one person. Now that the show's over, people are starting to kind of walk back. You can see everyone went to the sides, and there are the people that are in the guests, right? So anyway, overall, even though it sounded like we were very critical, I enjoyed it. I thought it was a fun thing to do. I would actually do it again if I wasn't recording things, just to relax and not worry about the spots.
And there are no seats. That's something that, remember with the Illuminations Sparkling Dessert Party, a lot of complaints about that.
Right. We stayed around until almost everyone left so I could show a little footage of the setup without people being there. And you could see they had the handicapped lower tables that we needed, and then they had the bigger tables, but there's no seats like you said, and it is kind of tight. There's not a ton of room for 211 people.
Whatever it was.
It was something like that.
And the food was better to me. The desserts were much better than the Illumination Sparkling Dessert Party, but the view of the fireworks was not.
Correct.
So.
And I wanted to show, this is what the dessert looked like a half an hour after the party supposedly ended. And they were telling us, help yourself, have all the dessert you want. They were still serving drinks. We took them up on that. They were serving coffee, soda. Nobody told us to leave. It was really nice. I mean, everybody, I have to say, the cast members at Disney's Hollywood Studios, fantastic.
We've had a lot of great cast members there lately.
I mean, exceptional. Went out of our way. I mean, at one point, we didn't think we were able to go and get you something to drink once the show started because we heard it was going to be closed at 10. And so they even had somebody go and get us a couple of drinks.
Nice.
It's just wonderful. So now we're going to look around at some of the things that you can find at Star Wars weekends. This is during the non-premium package section, just regular opening day. we love these new...
you can eat out of Darth Vader's head.
That's right. Darth Vader's head. And it fits nicely in a suitcase.
I don't know if it does.
It goes well with a Stormtroopers
That
sign
is like
there.
double the size of this. I wouldn't call it a... Do they call it a sign?
Yes,
I guess they do.
It's
but it's plastic.
Yeah, and here you can see an example. There's two different kinds. You can spend a couple dollars more and get the caramel corn, or you can have a little cheaper and get regular popcorn. And then, of course, there is the Stormtrooper. And that's refillable if you buy it at certain restaurants with soda or whatever. Now, they also had this frozen concoction version. You can see these Stormtroopers are clones.
They're very popular,
plenty
too.
of them. Very popular.
So much merchandise. There was so much merchandise this year.
Here are some of the booze selections we referred to.
The booze?
Booze, but they're different. They are a different blend, and you get a little lightsaber or Death Star, depending if you get the Jedi or the dark side.
And there is the Yoda and the Darth Vader cupcake. They are the same cupcakes as what they have during the party.
Just a bigger, much fatter version.
I'm not sure if the Yoda one is better than the Darth Vader one or not. If you like peanut butter, that's
right. Last year we had the Darth Vader one, and we put it on our show. So this year we took the Yoda one. It wasn't a Yoda cookie, mind you, but it was still Yoda.
I didn't realize we were going to get this exact one during the party, or else we probably would have waited.
And here is an example of the filled mug. We did pick up one of these Stormtrooper
the
mugs.
The brains of the Stormtroopers.
That's right. No. He almost looks like he's shedding a tear there. He's lonely. And this was the
Akbar Snack Bar.
Akbar Snack Bar. And Admiral Akbar is about to take a swig out of his Stormtrooper's head there. Very interesting.
This place with the scooter was so tight. Like, I don't know that I'm coming into there anymore.
So this was really delightful. It's a great place for kids.
Stormtrooper.
Wonderful place for kids. As a matter of fact, it would be a great place for a kid to have a birthday.
I totally agree. And especially if you were like, let's say 7 years old and you were having a birthday.
Let's say you live in Delaware and your name is Ethan, and you could go right now you could get in your van and go to a Disney, to Star Wars weekends.
Wouldn't that be
awesome? Well, go ahead.
Or you could go to the beach, but
well, you know what, Ethan? You are going to Disney World right now. So
you should be in the car right now as you hear this.
That's correct, with Ashley and Robin, your father, and just have a great time at Walt Disney World.
And I hope you're not too disappointed that you're not going to the beach right now.
That's right, because if you were going to the beach, well, there's Blizzard Beach, there's Typhoon Lagoon, there are beaches to be had here. So anyway, we just wanted to give a special announcement to Ethan. He didn't know. He's finding out right now that he's going to Walt Disney World. So have a great trip.
Yes, have a great trip, and happy birthday, happy 7th birthday.
And in case anyone hasn't already figured it out, Ethan and his family are viewers of the show, and we are asked to make the big announcement for him. So there you go.
And if you want to leave a little comment, a happy birthday for Ethan in the show in the comment section, that would be great too.
That would be nice. So
Thanks.
Hopefully he's happy to be going to Disney World.
I'm sure he is.
That's right. Now we're going to move on to one of our favorite things, probably my favorite thing of the whole weekend. It's the Stars of the Saga show.
And we had FastPass Plus for this. You can get FastPass Plus for the shows now.
That's right. And this is the very first year they offered it. We did it for the first show, and we also did it for the show which Mark Hamill will be in. We figured those would be the big ones to get.
Right, and you can only get one of the shows each day, so it allows everybody to get a chance to get a FastPass Plus.
But one of the highlights, always a highlight of the Stars of the Saga, is actually the Stormtrooper skit, the little pre-show they do before. And this year was one of the best ever. As a matter of fact, right now, of all things, they're doing a little tribute to Frozen.
Well, I think at this point it's Wrecking Ball by Miley Cyrus, but at some point in this time period, you see them singing Frozen.
Right, that's right. Well, I think right now, when they all come running down,
yes,
they're going to sing Let It Go. Yeah, here we go. It's Let It Go. You can see with the blue on. That was quite funny. It got a huge response, and actually it's the biggest video number-wise that we have from all of Star Wars weekend, so that's quite funny. So anyway, speaking of Frozen, though, big announcement today. We're switching gears.
Disney on Ice. Can you believe so fast?
Disney on Ice Frozen. Unbelievable. This looks amazing. I don't think they'll have any problem at all selling this.
I think they're going to sell this out so quickly. I mean, really, really fast.
And these are this is just a look at some of the costumes for this show. The show is actually produced by Nicole Feld. Feld Entertainment does all these ice shows. And I've been going to the Feld Disney on Ice shows for years and years and years. I've seen probably almost every one, but I've never been more excited to go to one than
for
this.
Frozen.
This looks amazing. And here is the Olaf, his costume there.
And those are, I mean, the costumes look incredible, and it's just amazing they can, can skate in these.
Yeah, I think this will be, they've always talked about Frozen going to Broadway, so, this is a great precursor. It's a cast of 39 performers. The songs that'll be in the show will be Let It Go, Do You Want to Build a Snowman, Fixer Upper. I mean, how cool is that?
I cannot wait to see it.
And of course, there's the snow monster. There's a little mock-up of that. And what we're about to see are some computer-generated set designs. So these probably won't be exactly like the stage will be. But if you've been to the Feld Ice shows, I can sort of picture these, what they'll look like when they're fleshed out.
And again, it's so fast. And also, it'll be mostly Frozen. It did say that there will be a little bit more like Mickey and Minnie.
Yeah, you'll get Mickey and Minnie. You'll get the Disney princesses. Also, Toy Story, Finding Nemo, and The Lion King. But mostly Frozen.
Right, mostly Frozen, and that's what the
people
families,
want.
Yeah,
that's what we want.
For.
That's what we want. So anyway, we're very excited, and it kicks off right here in Orlando, and I think it's September.
Yeah, it's September. The tickets are already on pre-sale. Go to the Disney on Ice website and their Twitter feed to find out about that.
Right. So anyway, very exciting. Disney on Ice Frozen will be there. That was another show. We want to thank our sponsors, Theme Park Connection. As always, 101 shows they've been with us for.
I know, that's amazing. And Pixie Vacations, our newest sponsor. Check out their website and also check out their story of the Griswolds. It's really kind of fascinating.
Yeah, we love the family truckster. Maybe we'll have to get our own. Anyway, that was another show. Thanks, everybody, and we'll see you all next week.
Have a great week.